Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I am Marty Duda, and this is Odds and Ends.
Correct.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Now, since there's 4 of you, are 2 of you odds and 2 of you ends?
Something like that. Some of us are pretty odd.
Yeah,
Some of
I
us
can see that.
pretty plain.
So, Kuhn, we know you because you work at the 13th floor quite a bit and have done some fine audio work for us.
Always behind the camera and stuff.
All that kind of stuff. So now you brought your buddies with you.
Totally.
Introduce them to us.
So on my left here, we got, they're all on my left, but here we got Max first. Max Earnshaw, who was here, was it a couple of months ago?
Yeah, I remember.
He's got a cool song out.
Yep.
Totally check that out.
Yep.
We got Luan, who's actually just released a song as well of his own that he wrote with a buddy of ours, Chris, Chris Bates, which is an absolute banger.
A banger.
Just went over 10,000, eh? Yeah, that's the one.
Top banger.
And then we got Jono, who plays the bass in Odds and Ends, but he's got his own project as well. And
you have your own banger?
Getting there.
Getting there. All right.
Good.
I feel left out. I need my own. I need to have my own.
Yeah, Marty, go and write some music. You know, you're obviously a fan. You know.
It's not going to happen now. Well, it's all right. So, how did the 4 of you guys get together then?
We were all in uni together.
Yep.
So Auckland Uni here. This was just we all finished. The 3 of us finished last year, and then Jono's just in his last year now.
Oh, so that's why he doesn't have his banger out yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just 1 year behind everyone else.
It's pretty amazing, you know. You go and study music, which is always like, oh, good luck with whatever comes after that. But yeah, suddenly you got a whole lot of time and just the knowledge to go and record and you know, be smart about it, etc. And that's hopefully what we're doing.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope we're smart.
I'm guessing that Odds and Ends is more your project than the rest.
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
right?
For now, you know, hopefully as soon as it gets a bit of momentum, it will grow on these guys. I mean, it's not like they don't
like to
it.
think of it as equal parts, but he's definitely the leader.
Okay. And have you written the songs that we're going to hear today?
Yeah. That's all because we started this band and I had already collected. You know, you do 3 years of uni and you have to write songs, so you just pick the best of those and chuck those on an EP, and you got something, you know.
So the first one we're going to hear is a little thingy called "Tasty."
Oh, totally.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did you write that one?
So Max and I. Here you go, Max. You tell it. It's good times.
Yeah. Kun and I were in a little studio room back at uni. Back in, was it first year?
Yeah,
second
first
year?
year. This is like
we were very first time working together.
More than 3 years ago.
We got 6 months in. You know, didn't know each other very well. We used to go around and play open mics around Auckland.
Yes.
Because that's where you've got to get your gigging miles going.
That was funny, yeah.
Yeah, and Kun had the very long hair.
Oh yeah, I had like hair down to here and a beard that was, you know, a proper beard.
He was a very different looking man.
Yeah.
And we wrote the song "Tasty" in about 30 minutes.
Good. Yeah, it was just like cool. It was kind of new for us, because I was into like that sort of really, I would only see rock, like indie and rock, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you would write real sort of dark blues rock.
Yeah, I was writing lots of blues stuff at the time.
And this song is just like indie and rock and a bit of funk mixes in, eh?
Yeah. Right.
But a bit of Luan funk coming through.
Cool. All right, well, let's give it a listen.
Don't have no plans, no. But when I ask you to meet down like you always do, and then I watch you walk away. You drive me crazy, you drive me mad. When I think you're tasty, when you move like that. Yeah, you drive me crazy, you drive me mad. When I think you're tasty, when you move like that. When I think about the old days when we didn't focus on this sand, all the thoughts across my mind is goddamn. Hell no, there's no chance that I will come along with a girl on the side of the world. And the distance is just too much away. You drive me crazy, you drive me mad. When I think you're tasty, when you move like that. And you Querría decir que fue mi culpa. Lo que podría haber sido nunca será. Puedo, al menos, pero decirte ahora que lo siento. You drive me mad. Well, I think you're tasty when you move like that. Yeah, you drive me crazy. You drive me mad. Well, I think you're tasty when you move like that. Oh, when you move like that. Oh, when you move like that. Oh, when you move like that.
All right, we're here at the 13th floor with Odds and Ends. We just heard their song Tasty, and we got a couple more to hear, and we're going to talk to Kuhn and the boys. Now, are you guys playing out as well a lot, or are you just kind of spending a lot of time in the studio? What's the deal?
Yeah, absolutely. Go on, John, go on.
Recently, we've been in the studio quite a lot. So a couple days a week down at the university. We've been gigging. We gigged a lot earlier in the year, but we kind of rolled it off a bit in order to have more time in the studio, a bit more time to think.
Yeah, it's rough stuff. Auckland's a great scene, but it's not huge.
Right.
You know, there's less than 2 million people here, and the city is massive, so it sort of really filters down to the outgoing sort of people that would come to gigs and stuff, and you can't really put on a gig every weekend or twice a weekend and expect your fans and your friends and like your pals to come along to each and every one of them, because they'll just get sick of it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with all of these songs, like most of the songs, you hear the chorus once and you sing along, and it's like, so they can. I thought it was more important to get this stuff out into the world on Spotify, so they can chuck it on their playlists and maybe get some CDs out or whatever.
CDs?
CDs? What are those? Exactly.
I think you have to put vinyl out now.
Actually, yeah, I saw the good news. That is, it's almost like equal now, eh?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. For the first time in 30 years or something like that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. No, so I thought that was definitely more important to get that out. So maybe a gig once a month.
Yep.
A month and a half or so, a little bit more often sometimes.
And do you know a lot of other bands, and all the musicians kind of know each other?
Totally, yeah.
I know you do.
You get to know.
That comes up here.
Well, that's the thing, right? So it's nice working here because you get these big chats with other locals, and also from down the South Island and Christchurch, Wellington, all that jazz. Max here is from Christchurch, so there's a couple of guys down there. Mm-hmm. And besides, like, all of Auckland Uni is just everyone who goes out there just, makes their own music, and there's some great stuff that, it's funny because you look on your Spotify Discovery Weekly and stuff, and you see your mates pop up, and it's like,
pretty cool.
Whoa, this sounds huge.
Yeah.
So that's it's a real good feeling, like seeing your mates take off. It's good times.
So the next song is City of Sails. Is that going to be on Spotify soon?
Oh yeah. So that one, funny, it's about Auckland. It's out Thursday midnight.
What day is Thursday?
Thursday is the 26th. Nice one.
Yeah.
But I think
26th.
officially it will be the 27th in New Zealand time. So I guess the rest of the world will see it whenever they see it. Of course, we're gonna chuck it everywhere. Yeah.
This is another one you wrote?
Yeah, this one I wrote, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe a bit more, 2.5 years ago. And it's just a proper rock song, It goes verse, chorus.
I remember when I first joined the band, and this was the second song we played up in one of the university rooms. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is fun.
Oh, tight,
There you go.
It went a lot harder back then, I feel.
Yeah,
we kind of toned it back.
It's huge,
It was very, very hard rock at the start, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely matured, but in a really, really good way as well.
We recorded it at uni just a wee while back, and I spent most of the time on that song with Luan in the studio, and we were just like, let's do some more guitars. Let's layer some more on. Let's do some more vocals. Let's make it huge. And Scott Seabright mixed it, and he just makes it sound massive. And it's I can't wait for the world to hear that one. It's gonna be real cool.
Alrighty, well, let's hear it now.
Yeah.
Brighter through the night with velvet lights. Your presence makes me silent in the night. Your greener than your concrete roots are still the things that I won't do. You just despise. With your head in the clouds on a shitty day, and your beauty from far away. When I drive to you with the high point of view, there is no mistaking life I ever made. In the city I belong, in the city no one's from. The city of sounds will give me spirit still prevails. In the city sings its own song. Tell me, do you still believe in decency and love equality? Sometimes I do believe it's said that we are the only ones left living the dream. In the city
All right, we're back here with Odds and Ends. We got one more song to hear from the gentleman sitting in front of me. Now, while we were listening to the other tune, we had a little vote, and we all agreed that the next question should be aimed at this young man here, the guitar player, because they're all wanting to know who your influences are.
Who influences you?
Well, pretty much. So you see, there's this one band called the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, yeah?
That's for most of my.
Yeah, there's some up there somewhere, yeah. Yeah, so
Some of it,
that
yeah.
explains kind of the funky little
Yeah,
thing going on.
John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
So which one is your favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist?
John Frusciante.
Of
hands
course.
down.
By
John
far.
Frusciante.
Yeah.
Oof.
And then, but that kind of died down after a while. And at the moment, it's John Mayer's probably my fave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I remember
Lots
I
of
saw
pop
the
stuff.
Chili Peppers, but it was right when, what's his name?
Klinghoffer.
No, it was the first time that, what's his name left, and they had, was it the guy from the,
Dave Navarro?
Dave Navarro was playing with him, yeah. It was okay, but yeah.
You know, I feel like you guys could geek out about this for
I'm
like
sure we
days.
could. That was like 96 or 97 at the, I guess, Super
Wow.
Tom. Anyway, enough of that. So you got another song that you're about to release as well. So is it just a matter of lining up songs to?
It's five. This is like the first few releases, so it's all just like a test period in my head as well. So it's all I wrote at the not start of the year. I think it was like April. I wrote up a wee little schedule of how it, it looks good on paper, but it turned out to be pretty tight, the schedule. So I put so much pressure on these guys. I feel so bad.
Oh, I can talk about that.
Now he's got something to say. No, but oh yeah, go on.
No, I'm not actually going.
Oh, okay.
There was a stressful time when we kind of had to lay out, like,
Yeah.
when the due dates were and what we had to do each week to actually achieve them.
Right.
And kind of had to really like crunch it and go, okay, so if we want to get these out by the time that we're going to get them out, we have to like really put on the pressure now. And like, that was a little rocky period, but we kind of...
You got through it.
We got through it with intense scheduling, which I think is the way to get through lots of things in
Totally.
life.
Spreadsheets.
Doesn't sound very rock and roll.
Hey man, you
music
can.
business.
Although,
But that's the thing,
same
like-
thing happened with the Stones because their manager decided that Mick and Keith needed to write their own songs because they were just covering old R&B artists at the beginning. So he just locked them in the kitchen together and said, "You're not coming out until you've written some songs."
Good, yeah.
It worked, so.
Well, that's the thing, we're self-managed, so it's all got to all come from us, And yeah, we went to uni and stuff, but the big wide world is still pretty scary sometimes. So it's it's all like I said, it's all new and it's all. I just want to get these songs out and see what the world thinks, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I feel like these days you have to be, because it's kind of harder to get discovered because there's just so much music out there.
You need
And
some
there's so much more of a platform. And back then, like people like the Stones would write and release vinyl, and they'd just be discovered in towns in America. Like they'd just be discovered, like because of how that
Well,
goes.
they got played on the radio. It helped.
Yeah. But you got to be way more kind of organized and be able to push things to the right places these days, which is kind of lame because it's rock and roll. But but you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. All right, so you're gonna have to play one more song for us
Oh, absolutely.
called "Don't Look Down."
Yeah.
All right, what can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, that is definitely the funky one. Actually, it was funny. We were.
Remind me of the Isley Brothers. You ever listen to Isley?
Yeah. I can totally see that. Yeah, exactly. And how it kicks off is like, it just throws you right into the song, and I think it sits nicely around 3 minutes as well. So it's all like, it's all these songs where like. Sure, if we make music and we want people to listen to it, it's got to be it can't be boring. Yeah. It's got to be fast, and it's got to be I'm sure that you didn't hear that, but it's got to be. You totally threw me off my my track.
I was doing so well.
What was the question?
I don't know.
No, but it's a little bit of funk, it's a little bit of indie, or like indie and rock, but it all fits to a pop structure, and that's what goes off live.
Yep.
That's what goes. It stays into people's in people's heads because you can. That sounded kind of dark actually, but you can still sing the chorus after after a few days. So it's I think that's for me what music is sort of getting people into, or just sharing what we do with
What's
other
that
people.
song about, Quinn?
That song?
Yeah. I mean, what's it called even?
It's called "Don't Look Down."
Have we said that already?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. But
Try and stay. It's always the bass player.
TVs as well.
oh, there's lots. Yeah, true.
What's it about?
It's about it's just another relationship song. So it's
girls. Boys.
Go problems. Yeah. Don't we all have those? Yeah, if you think about it, we're all just like. No, they're actually both in a very stable relationship, but.
It's just you.
No, actually, you can be outside of a relationship and have big girl problems. Okay, this is anyway. That's a whole nother conversation. Let's play a song.
Let us play a song. Thank you guys for coming around. Good luck with everything. Hopefully we'll see you out in the.
Oh yeah, of course.
We haven't announced it yet, we haven't announced it, but we're releasing an EP.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Early November. Hello, I was just like, are we? Yeah. So we'll be.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll be doing a little tour and stuff. And
Excellent.
Like that, but that will all be online.
All right. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Don't look down.
Hey, pretty don't trip over your feet. You might fall down and end up underneath. All your problems and the weight of the world. It all depends on how the story is told. I used to know you back in our playground, but now you're some fancy VIP. And when you fall, then you come crashing down, and nobody could see this could be. But you're still on top for now. No, baby, don't look down. Stand out from the crowd. I said, don't look down. Hey, pretty lady with the high heels on, why don't you go and step down from your throne? Don't need to hear from you about myself. Why don't you go and